Human civilization, only a few thousand years old? Is human civilization really only a few thousand years old? If you really understand the history of the Earth, you will discover a frightening truth. According to the fossil record, the first humans appeared about 7 million years ago. And only 300,000 years ago, there were Homo sapiens, the first wise people, and 6,500 years ago, the first ancient civilizations developed. So, a strange question arises. Why did humans suddenly become intelligent 40,000 years ago? Why did most ancient civilizations around the world appear suddenly and then disappear without a trace? All of this seems to tell us that the ancient Earth may have experienced a cataclysmic transformation. This change was enough to change the history of civilization on Earth. Perhaps we are not the first civilization to appear on this planet. Typically, the higher the layers of soil, the younger they are, and the deeper they are, the older they are. We can understand layers of soil like the rings of a tree. Each layer tells a detailed story about its vast transformations. If we dig deeper in this direction, first we will find traces of modern human activities. For example, tools that were lost decades ago, broken pottery pieces, and ancient coins. Digging deeper, we will find dinosaur fossils from 100 million years ago and marine fossils from 500 million years ago. However, in the geological layers over 7 million years old, we have not found any traces of ancient civilizations. Those who believe in ancient civilizations believe that we may be digging in the wrong place, or that traces of ancient civilizations have been lost to time. If Earth were to be destroyed right now, after 50,000 years since the disappearance of humans, we would have completely lost any trace of human civilization. Over time, due to the movement of tectonic plates, structures left behind by humans would collapse in earthquakes, be buried under sand and dust, or eroded by rain. Everything would be buried in the river of time and become part of nature. However, people can still rely on the changes in carbon-12 to speculate that in this period, there may have been activities of a civilization. The scary thing is that in geological surveys, we have discovered extremely abnormal phenomena on ancient Earth. Back in 1991, when scientists drilled exploration wells in Antarctica, they discovered a strange phenomenon. At the end of the Paleocene, about 55 million years ago, carbon-12 levels suddenly changed dramatically, leading to a global warming event called the Paleocene-Eocene thermal maximum. This event lasted for 200,000 years, causing the average global temperature to rise by 8 degrees Celsius. Even the North and South poles became temperate rainforests. Although scientists have explained that the cause of this extreme heat event may be due to massive volcanic eruptions that cause carbon emissions, when analyzed according to the development rules of civilizations, it would lead to a frightening hypothesis. Because when a civilization develops to a certain level, it is certain to go through an industrial revolution, and coal and oil will become the basic energy foundation. In the past 200 years of modern industry, the amount of carbon emitted has caused the average global temperature to rise by 1.2 degrees Celsius. If we assume that the extreme heat event was caused by a civilization that caused carbon emissions, then according to our current fossil fuel burning rates, that civilization may have reached a level of 0.85. Unfortunately, this bold hypothesis lacks direct and tangible scientific evidence, so it is not recognized by everyone. However, geologists have discovered a strange site at Jedburgh, Scotland. In the picture, the reddish-brown layer above is red sandstone dating back 370 million years, while the gray layer below is hard sandstone from 440 million years ago. Faced with this strange phenomenon, the discoverer, James Hutton, could not help but sweat because the two layers of rock, nearly 70 million years apart, were perfectly interlocked, as if someone had deliberately erased the part in between. This is completely incompatible with common sense. This geological structure is called an unconformity. Initially, geologists thought James Hutton's discovery was just a random event. But as more and more unconformities are discovered, geologists are completely horrified. The unconformity at Telhero Beach in Portugal, the unconformity at New Mexico, the unconformity near Dresden, Germany, and so on. If we compare the 4.6 billion-year history of the Earth to a 460-page book, that means there are as many as 7 pages missing. So what caused the interruption in Earth's history? Was it the interference of ancient civilizations or the changes in the Earth's crust? Have you ever thought about this question? We have spent 2.6 million years evolving from the Stone Age to the level 0.7 civilization today. From the Industrial Revolution to the first atomic bomb explosion, it took us just over 200 years. Throughout Earth's 4.6 billion year history, there have been as many as 1,769 times the number 2.6 million years. Even when counting from after the Cambrian explosion, which is about 540 million years ago, there could be as many as 207 times the 2.6 million years. With such a vast foundation, could ancient civilizations exist?